guys? Evan Aldo here. A lot has happened since yesterday. Special thanks to Crypto Face for the shout out. Got some fireworks back here, so the celebrations are just beginning. Just kidding, guys. I had the fireworks before. Um, some cool things have. Let me fix this really quickly here. Flow on top. Okay. So I was watching Crypto Face's live stream last night, and I normally don't look at the 2 week, but he was looking at the 2 week, and we have a VWAP crossover on the 2 week, which is huge. I normally don't look at anything more than the weekly, but if you're trying to predict like longer term, like real long term, like where we're going to top out in the cycle, this is useful. So what can we gather from this? I mean, right here, this was in the red, so the VWAP coming up isn't as strong. Usually when it happens in the green in general in any time frame, it's going to be stronger. So happening here, I mean, this would be the most bullish case. This would probably bring us up to, was 500%. So we had now 5x. This would be a $250 Bitcoin, I believe. The 10x would be it'd be, yeah, $250,000 Bitcoin. Definitely possible. I mean, for that to happen, I mean, some people think we're going to go parabolic for the next month or whatever. I think it'll take a little bit longer than that. I mean, if you draw in here, let's say we come up, it would take, we do a double hump or whatever with the that and just go down. That would bring us around December, obviously on a very high time frame like this. This is just guessing. This is just guesstimating. No one, I mean, we can make predictions on this. No one can really tell you. Another reason, this is completely anecdotal, another reason I think we're going to end up, somewhere between 100 and 200,000 is because, leave a comment below if you know this guy's name. Forget his name. The guy who sold everything, lived in an RV to buy Bitcoin back in 2015, long hair, tattoos, that guy. His prediction was 200,000 for December 2021. And he made it, in the beginning of this, when this bull cycle started. That's not the person you would probably really know about or be listening to for the prediction. So, sometimes things happen unexpectedly. 200,000, be interesting. It'd be interesting. I think, 100 to 200,000. We could draw in here, the case that we're going to top out, within a month, we'd have to go like this. I mean, this would happen, and then it obviously, some people think 20K. I don't think we're going to go that low. I think it's going to be tough to. I'd be surprised if Bitcoin ever goes below 30K. I mean, unless it becomes a failed asset. I had an older video talking about that. I think if it ever goes below 10K, it's over. I think it's just a failed asset. It's just going to be, a collector's item at that point. But, I don't want to bore you guys too much with this. The other case, the other crossover, you could have something like this. This is probably more realistic for a top point. Let's see, from here to here. 300%. Where would 300% bring us? Let's take our tool. Come on. 300% from here. Oh wow. Jeez. Okay. No, even more. Wow. I have to. Okay, so it would be. Okay, I gotta hold on a second. Okay, that would bring us up to 200 about. Okay, so 500 would be even more. Sorry, I apologize about that before. 500 is probably, that's probably going to bring us up to a 300,000. Oh no, too much. 500, almost 400,000. No one really has talked about the $400,000 Bitcoin except a few people, so that's very unlikely. I think anything, I mean, anything above 300,000 or anything above 200,000, I think is just way too optimistic in my view. But sometimes I like to give you guys more of a longer term scope. We spoke about, we've all coming down in the weekly, so we're due for a correction. I mean, the short term, don't degenerate long at a major resistance point. It's a major psychological resistance point at 50K. If you're already in a long, take some profits, let it ride. I think I told you guys on Twitter I was taking some profits last night and letting it ride, stop loss to entry point. I got in, I added to my position with the 4. I'll show you in a second. This is going back into the green the 3 day, so this is huge. So if we repeat something like this, that would bring us up to here, and where would this hump top out? you know, I mean, you could look at that way, or you could go like this and do it from here. Where's the where it stops there? So that'd probably be November. Could top out a little bit early, a little bit before December, a little bit before the common cycles. But so I think, you know, I think if we're gonna have that scenario and we're gonna go up real high, it's gonna top out around November, December, something like that, somewhere around there. That's the scenario to repeat, you know, the typical cycles. Some people are saying that we're going to be done in a month. I'm not buying it right now. We'll see what happens. They could be right. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I don't see any true evidence of that. This is huge too. If we get the crossover here, money flow crossover here, we can map it out here. Hope I'm not boring you guys too much with this, but yeah, that would bring us right around December. Perfect. You know, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. That'd be a great bullish scenario, and we need some healthy corrections, obviously. We need it to look something like this, more like this, to come all the way up. So, yeah. Now, getting into the trades, daily VWAP curving down, still looking relatively healthy, though. Still looks like we'll have some more bullish action. What am I doing right now with my trades? So I was in a short position. I was short from this spider line, took some profits at 48.4 and took 40% of the position out, then got stopped out in profit at my entry point, so stop loss to entry point. And if you want to see like where I took profits for that short, because that's a tough short, like a lot of novice traders, you're not going to be able, most people would probably lose money on that short. So take out our Fibonacci. Fibonacci, great tool for, especially use that with the spider lines. You have all the resistance and support points that you will probably ever need. Go from here, and then what was the top at the time? It was around here. So right there, perfect. The wicks come down right about 48.4. First take profit, second take profit would have been there. I mean, shave a little bit more off the spider line, and then so on and so forth. You know, that's one way to do it. Depends how much you want to risk, depends how much, you know, some people have different ways. I normally take, you know, about 40% out. The first take profit, especially when you're going against the trend, you want to be more careful. It's obviously going to be more risky. So that was, you know, I got some, you're not going to get rich off of a trade like that. It's not a huge gain, but I think I got a good, you know, 10 or 20% of that. I was on 10x leverage. And then what I did last night, it was a little bit before Crypto Face started streaming last night. I got a notification on my phone for VWAP crossover. Some people have been asking me how to set notifications for this. I'm going to make another video about that. So got the VWAP crossover here and went in right around the spider line, right as the spider line was kind of acting as resistance right when we were breaking it. Added to my position. I was already long from way back when. Added to that, and then, you know, here, like here you see I saw the 50K resistance. I took out some profits at 50K. Took about 40 or 50%. I'm trying to remember. I think 40% of the position out. Took a nice profit at 50K and set stop loss to entry point. I think my actual entry point right now is probably around 47 because I keep taking off and putting back in somewhere around that, somewhere between 47 and 48. So that's where my stop loss is and just letting it ride. I'm going to take more profits at 51, maybe a little. I think I set it for 51 right now on Bybit, and it's looking good. I think we're looking back healthy into the 4 hour. If you want to get a nice short position in as this VWAP is coming down, I was looking at the 15-minute. This looks nice. If we cross over, this would probably be a great position. I mean, if you went in, I mean, this has been accurate lately. If you went in here, you know, you knew when to take profits. Oh yeah, that was how I got my original short. Took profits right around here with the fib level I showed you guys, and then got back in right around to the long, right before this. A little premature on that when the 4 hour VWAP was coming up, and it worked out perfectly. And the same thing could happen, assuming this comes down. Maybe you know, it could be premature to short. Some people are probably trying to short right now. Not the way I trade. I wouldn't be shorting yet. 10-minute is good too for, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it, but some people definitely would be shorting right now or, you know, trying to get in if it comes another rejection off of 50K, so the limit order. You'd probably have just by looking at this and how the VWAP, let me look at the 3 hour VWAP. Yeah, you'd probably have a good, I'd say to come down to this spider line, I mean, you'd probably have 80% chance, maybe even 90% chance. You'd have a very, good shot at making this short. I actually might put in a short right after this video. I'll see. Sometimes I like to wait a little longer on the 15, but I think there's probably at least a 70% chance you'll make this short if you take profits on this spider line. So yeah, that's mainly it for Bitcoin. Ethereum's been performing well. Same deal, looking healthy. Coming up on the daily, this looks more bullish than Bitcoin. Weekly, I mean, that's the same deal. It would be the same, pretty much the same deal as Bitcoin. I don't want to waste too much time with this, but 6 out, we're starting to come down in the VWAP there. When it feels starting to come down. 4 hour, that's a nice tight, as CryptoFace would say, it's a tight trigger wave, I believe. And that would bring us up more, but the VWAP is coming down, so I would not be FOMOing into a long right here. I'll tell you that right now. I would not recommend FOMOing into a long. Same deal if you wanted to try to short 15 minute coming down, VWAP's and that's coming down in 10 minute, 3 hour VWAP coming down, 4 hour VWAP coming down. Probably a nice short. I mean, where would you take profits on a short here? Well, let's do the technique I showed you earlier with the Fibonacci right here. So let's do let's go from. So we're in an uptrend. I mean, you probably go from this line right here to here. So I mean, if you wanted to be really safe, you would take your first profits at 3.3275 about. Second would be here, and then kind of so on and so forth. Maybe let it ride. Always let a little bit ride. That's what I like to do. That's how you make the most amount of money doing this. So yeah, that's Ethereum. I'll go through. Link is probably the altcoin that's moved the least. What I would say for altcoins right now is what I've been doing. I've been just gradually shaving a little bit off, especially on ADA because it's just so high. We did a nice rejection off of $3. I shaved a little bit off last night. I've been in these for a while, so kind of rule of thumb when it starts to feel euphoric on the altcoins, get out, slowly get out, gradually get out because anything could happen. Yeah, same basic deal. That's coming down. Link doesn't even. I would wait a little bit, see what happens here. I mean, you could say trigger wave maybe will come up. Link has kind of moved the least amount, and it kind of that's why I've been looking at it a lot. Kind of moves the least amount and kind of doesn't follow the other coins sometimes, and sometimes outperforms them when they're going down. So that's why it could be good to look at. Let's look at DOT a little bit. That looks actually almost a little bit healthier than, well, let's look at the 4 hour. Basically the same deal. That actually probably looks a little bit healthier than like red dot in the 4 hour. That's probably going to get confirmed. Yeah, I'd wait a little bit to get into these. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Might be a nice little short entry down to here if you get in, if you see this video in time. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And check out my affiliate links below if this seems really complicated to you. The course I took to trade by Jason Casper is below. There's a 17% discount code Evanaldo. It's the best course I know of on how to use market cipher and trade and all this stuff. Lines of supports, resistance. It's a very detailed course. If you know of any other courses that are better or any other resources that you guys like, leave comments below. I'd be curious to find out about those too. If you don't have market cipher, link below. And if you want to make a new account on Bybit or FEMEX or want to get started on there, links below as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Goodbye.